Okay, let's go.
I am Leon Francis, a Blackbeard Logic, on the Guns and the 701 Network. Let's get it! So I'm going to apologize for this right off the bat. This is about a minute and a half of pure, unadulterated dumbassery on a scale that will just blow your mind. But this is Hollywood, and this is the kind of garbage that the low information folks out there are ingesting. Because somehow, somewhere, this lady thinks she's smart. Because, she can play a smart person on TV. One, at first, I didn't think it was real. Because there's no way someone could be this dumb. But she's a liberal. So, there you go. This is about a minute and a half of dumbassery that you will never get back. So, I apologize in advance. Go.
Trump. Oh, wow, what a guy. Yes, well, when the orange drips, it's very weird to have, like, a showbiz guy in charge is surreal. I mean, because, I'm actually pretty horrified by how strategic and effective this whole thing has been, and I think there's a real disconnect in all of the noise around, like, the individuals that are going to be really taking the hits on a individual, like a human basis, in the trans community, gay community, black community, women. I hate violence so much, and I just think it's that's the part of it. Like, this country's always had, insanity, but to really have, like, a death toll and be willing to do that is a pill too great for me to swallow. Like, beyond the sort of dialectic around oligarchs and whatever else, it's like when I think of the kids, or like the 12-year-old girl that can't get an abortion or something, or it's that's what really, like, rips me apart. This is America, to quote Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. So it's nothing we didn't know, but always a horror to see up front, and I don't know.
Wow. That's all I can say is, if there's a 12-year-old that is trying to get an abortion, then an obvious crime has been committed. And so the shame is not Trump's, policy on abortion. That's not. The problem is someone raped this little girl, and she didn't even mention that. Think about that. But, all right, I need to douse my eyeballs with some bleach or something. Just insanity. We'll be right back with more of the show right after this. This is Leon Francis with Blackbeard Logic on the Guns and the 701 Network. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Leon Francis, Blackbeard Logic on the Guns and the 701 Network. Want to just discuss something, and I'm going to call this, I don't know what I'm going to call this segment, Culture Vulture, Culture Clash, or I don't know. I'll play with that concept for a bit. But what I do want to do is I want to give you like a little window into the mindset of especially black men, because we're inundated in the media with all these effeminate, ignorant black men. Like, who's the guy that plays Medea, pushing that homosexual agenda? Like, it's everywhere you look. And I made this point to Chris Berg when he was at Valley News Live, and they had that effeminate homosexual black news reporter, and I told him I can't watch Valley News Live anymore, because when we sit down and we watch the news and we see, like, all of these newscasters that are white, male, heterosexual, and they're giving the news, and then my son has to see the only black face locally that looks like me and him and it's just this little effeminate homosexual. Like, how is that a thing? Like, and back in the day, it'd be controversy for me to be on there because I'm a black conservative and I pretty much say what I think. And back then, I had zero filter. So you got 100% straight, unadulterated Leon Francis. So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that was a thing. But anyway, I ran across this clip of Joe Brown, and I follow Judge Joe Brown. He's a big Trump supporter from way back. He's an unapologetic heterosexual Christian male, and so I love all those points there. So I want you to listen to this on Dwayne Wade, who is a basketball player, big buck too. Like he, before the whole Gabrielle Union and him transing his son, you look at him and he looks alpha male, and then the system got to him through, I might add, Gabrielle, who is a beautiful black woman, but she is liberal and, in my opinion, demonic. Dwayne got custody of his son away from the boy's mother, who does not agree with this garbage, and she has been fighting him with limited resources. But you have this mega star and model, Gabrielle Union, and this mega athlete, mega money in Dwayne Wade, and she fought a losing battle, and she pretty much lost her son in every conceivable way. But that's just a little background. I want you to listen to the judge here.
Wade allowing his son to
Three.
identify as a female, and how you feel about Dwayne Wade wearing fingernail polish. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's coming out with a fingernail polish line.
That's absolutely astonishingly ridiculous. And I think he swings that way too. His business, but it's a damn disgrace and a shame. As much as we need real men, you sitting up there going along, you don't have to be. Remember what I said about this is the first new faith ever. This new one is the first ever that is not about building character. It's about destroying it. In other words, you don't have to be a man. Being a man is an obligation because the human race depends on you. Literally. If it had not been for human masculinity, we would still be playing sheep and cow getting eaten by something big with big teeth, big size, and big appetite. See, it's like this. Humans don't walk around naked. We wear clothes, right? So every other animal has something that distinguishes male and female from female, either smell, behavior. One's bigger than the other one. One's got antlers or horns and the other one doesn't. One of them's got a certain kind of build and way of carrying itself. Humans, since we wear clothes because of the way we're set up, your clothes are supposed to reflect what's underneath. Now, if you see people naked, you know what you're looking at. But when they have clothes on, the cultural adaptation matches the physiological reality. So the clothes, the decorations are supposed to match what you are. So nowadays, we've got boys wearing lipstick, rouge, eyeshadow, mascara, hoop earrings, implants, and wearing nail polish. And instead of boys and girls being able to engage in their favorite sport, girl watching if you're a guy, boy watching if you are a girl, nobody looks because you don't know what the hell you're looking at. The hardest thing as an adult, as a mature person to deal with, the hardest thing is dealing with the opposite sex. So you set up a situation where you make it easy so you don't have to, because you can get your gratification otherwise. That's your business. But don't mess it up for the rest of the people. But they're trying to. So now we don't know what to look at, what to trust when we see something, because our eyes are lying to us.
Yeah, Judge Joe Brown is 100% right here. It all boils down to one very old, very ugly trick. Everything God stamps his image on, the devil tries to slap a fake label over it. God made two sexes, not a spectrum, not a feeling. Two, male and female, different on purpose. He gave men wider shoulders, heavier bones, a surge of fight in our blood. And he did that for a reason. We're supposed to stand in the doorway when trouble comes knocking. We're supposed to carry the load so the women and the kids don't have to. We're supposed to say, not on my watch, and mean it. That's pride right there. Not New Age pride. That's not that type of pride. It's pride in the job of being a man. Satan can't build anything real. He can't. He doesn't have that power. So what he does is he counterfeits and corrupts. He takes a boy who may be hurting and confused, maybe just awkward, the way every boy is at 14, and he whispers, "You actually are a girl inside." Takes a man who has been told his whole life that strength is toxic, that masculinity is toxic, and he whispers in his ear, real men wear dresses and they cry and they're emotional. He'll take a kid that stares at a screen 8 hours a day and sell him pills and surgeries. Gives him a new name that says, change the wrapper and the hurt will stop. It's all knock off garbage. Looks shiny for a minute, cracks into pieces the first time life hits it. And it works. Look around. Half the young men I see are scared to raise their voices, let alone raise their hand to stop evil. They're scared to look at a woman and tell her she's pretty because somebody might call them a creep. They've been taught that their instincts are sin, so they should shrink. They apologize for existing. And when real evil shows up, oof, like tyrants, predators, chaos, criminals, they step aside because they don't know what the hell they're even built for anymore. They whip out their cell phones and call the alpha males, the cops, or first responders. And that's the goal. A generation of men with no chest, no fire, no line in the sand. Because a man that doesn't know he's a man will hand you his house keys, his family safety, his freedom, and thank you for taking them off of his shoulders. The image of God is still there. The strength is still there. The blueprint did not disappear just because someone told you it was gone. The Imago Dei is there. Whether you feel it today or not, all you got to do is quit buying the counterfeit. Put the phone down. Pick up something heavy. Look danger in the face and don't blink. What Judge Joe Brown said, that whole rant, stripped down to the bone, delivered like he's sitting across from you at the dinner table, cigarette burning, no filter, you remember, and he just breaks it down so even a fool can't miss it. God made two sexes, period. Man and woman, built for different reasons. Men got size, they got muscle, and they got aggression. Because if they didn't have those things, the human race would have been lunch for something with bigger teeth 1,000,000 years ago. That's it. Masculinity is not optional for a culture. It's the down payment on civilization itself. And Dwayne Wade is a sellout in every measurable way. And he has failed his son miserably. Miserably. He has failed that kid. I feel sorry for that kid. I really do. To have your father, the guy that's supposed to protect and train you, abdicate his responsibility to that evil, vile, vapid woman and turn your son into that. There is a special place in hell for guys like that. And that's just my 2 cents on that. Leon Francis, Blackbeard Logic. We'll be right back right after this on the Guns in the 701 Network.
Hey, it's Leon Francis from Blackbeard Logic on the Guns in the 701 Network. I'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
Looking for the best gun gear for every and any situation? Little Angry Man Arms LLC has you covered. Top-notch guns from top-name brands like Winchester, Glock, Sig Sauer, and Ruger to essential extras from Magpul, Streamlight, Hollow, Sun Optics, and more. Little Angry Man Arms LLC have everything to make your shooting adventures a success. Visit littleangrymanarms.com today and gear up for your next big hunt, competition, or home defense. Don't miss out on our exclusive deals. Little Angry Man Arms LLC, based in Trail City, South Dakota, your ultimate hunting partner.
Starts here. Ever tried catching?
Welcome back. It's Leon Francis with Blackbeard Logic on the Guns and the 701 Network. Let's get it.